back. Welcome back. Today's topic is how you become more present in the moment. Alright, so basically, in my last video, I talked about how to remove negative thinking, and it has a lot to do with this video also. Alright, so what I want to say now is the way you become more present in life is there are about a few things you can do. Alright, the first one is you can do the Gaya Mudra, and you can say, every time I do the Gaya Mudra, I'm accepting. Alright, now because you're accepting, because your fingers are touching, you're accepting this moment, this second. You're accepting that because your fingers are touched, and your fingers and your Gaya Mudra is fixed on acceptance. Alright, so you're accepting. Accepting the birds, accepting the silence, accepting yourself, accepting everything that is happening. Alright. And what happens is when you accept, you just become more positive minded. You become more happy in the moment because you're accepting. And acceptance is the present moment. It's the frequency of being aware. Okay? So when you're accepting, you know, life is just the way it's supposed to be. You know, you're accepting of everything, of nature, of the trees, of the tree behind me, of the sounds that I hear, or anything that you hear in life. When you're accepting, you're just fixed on this moment right now. You're accepting everything that happens. Or if you hear someone speaking in the background, or if you're listening to a book, or if you're hearing cars, or if you're hearing a conversation, if you're hearing an argument of some sort between someone, some two people, you're accepting that in that moment. You're accepting that you're hearing that. You're accepting yourself for being there. You're accepting anything. Okay, and this makes you more aware. This makes you more aware because you're being acceptive. You're being acceptive, and you're in the frequency of the present moment. You're in frequency of joy, love, appreciation, confidence, contentment. You're in the frequency um, of awareness when you're accepting. So this is why I do the Gaya Mudra, because when I'm accepting like this, I don't mind what happens. I accept what happens, no matter what. Right? And this keeps me in a positive state of mind. And I'm much more aware when I am accepting. When I'm accepting, I am in the present moment. I'm in the present moment. I'm locked into this moment. Okay? So even if there's a silence in between my speech, in between my speaking, I still accept that. I accept that. I accept. I love silence. I love silence. When you accept something, when you're in the acceptance frequency, you're in the love frequency, and you're in the acceptance and appreciation frequency. You're appreciating this moment. You're savoring this moment. You're savoring every second that happens. Second after second after second after second after second after second. You're accepting it. Accepting it, and by accepting it, you're appreciating. Alright, so you might hear a conversation, someone speaking, or someone's talking to you on the phone, or someone's speaking to you face to face, and you're accepting that. You're accepting that person for speaking to you. You're appreciating him. I say acceptance, but acceptance is another way of appreciation. It's actually appreciation, acceptance. So if you want to show more gratitude in your daily life, and if you want to be aware, you show gratitude. You show acceptance. Okay, of this moment. You're appreciating the silence. Take a breath. Accept what I just done. Yeah. You're going with the flow, but you're accepting and appreciating this moment. You're appreciating this second. You're appreciating by accepting. So no matter what happens, if you're in an argument, you accept that you're just in an argument. You accept if someone treats you in a negative manner. You accept if you have a conflict with someone. Accept it. Accept that person for thinking that way. No matter what happens, accept, appreciate everything in life, everything that happens. You can do this by doing the Gaya Mudra. Every time I'm in the Gaya Mudra, I accept. My fingers are touching. I'm accepting right now. You can see. My fingers are touched. I'm accepting. I appreciate this video. I appreciate you for watching. I prove it. I accept you. I appreciate you. So this keeps me in the present moment. When I am accepting, I am in the acceptance state, which is the present moment state. I am appreciating everything that happens, everything I say, all my tonalities, myself, my heart, my body, my mind, right? I'm accepting everything about me. The way I look, I accept that. I accept this moment. See, I accept that. See, there's no room for negativity in this state, okay? When you're accepting. So what I've said in some of my videos, where if you wanna practice acceptance, being in the moment, appreciating, practicing appreciation, practicing being aware, practicing being in the love state, you know, all you have to do is say, I'm in the Gaya Mudra. When I am in the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting. When I am accepting, I'm in the present moment. I'm accepting, I'm appreciating this moment. I appreciate who I am. So I appreciate myself. I prove it. So I appreciate this moment. I appreciate the silence. I appreciate my breathing. I appreciate my awareness. See? Because I'm accepting. Alright, so that's one form of being in the present moment. So whenever you feel that you are starting to lose this moment, that you are starting to have conflicts, that you are starting to have anger, that you're starting to be in negativity, or when you are starting to get upset, or when you are feeling rejection, when you are feeling disappointment, or even if you have some type of fear, accept it, appreciate that, all of that, appreciate it. And this will get you into a state of joy and happiness, because when you accept it, you've actually let it go. You've let those negative situations go, because you're back into positivity, and you're back into the state of happiness when you accept. So once you accept, you're just moving forward. You're moving forward all the time. You know, you can't stop time. You cannot stop it. So like this moment, like we're gonna grow old one day. You know, so it's you can't um, disallow that fact for other people not to grow. So when you're growing in life, you know, accept. You know, just don't just do it this moment. Even after this video, when you finish this video, start accepting. You know, start appreciating this life, and the life you have, and the lives of others, and the people you learn from, and your family. Accept your family. Do it now. You know, even if you have some conflicts, some arguments in your family, accept all that. I accept that. I accept my family the way they are. You know, I accept them even if how they treat me and what I've learned from them. I accept that. I accept everything about them. You know, I accept them. I love them. You know, you say that to yourself. You know, you say that to yourself, and you're doing the Gaya Mudra by accepting with your fingers. I accept this person for treating me in a negative manner. I accept that. I accept him. I accept that girl, or I accept that guy for the way they are. You know, I accept them. You know, they're on a different path to me. You know, so they've learned something different to what I have. I accept that. I accept that. You know, I accept them fully. Fully. I accept them. I forgive them. I forgive by accepting them. I accept myself for forgiving. You know, I'm a forgiving person. I accept that. You know, I move forward. I move forward in the present moment by accepting. You know, see, I breathe and accept. I accept that I just breathed and had a little pause. I accept that. That's good. That's good. You know, but I'm still accepting it. I accept that. I'm training my mind to be in the present moment. I'm training training my mind to be in this moment, to appreciate this moment as much as I can. Always appreciating this moment. No matter what happens, no matter what. If I get hurt, I accept that I just got hurt. I accept that. I accept my feelings of any type of feeling that I have, whether it's negative or positive. I accept the way I feel in every single moment. I accept that. Whether negative, positive, angry, rejected, fear, if I feel fear, I accept that in the moment. And this gets me into a happy state because I'm accepting my feelings, I'm accepting everything, I appreciate everything, I appreciate silence, I appreciate myself, I appreciate everything I've become in this world, and I appreciate everyone for being in my life by accepting. I appreciate my family for who's been in my life, and for people who I've talked to, I appreciate them by accepting. I appreciate them. I appreciate myself for thinking this way. I appreciate myself for being silent. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate everything. I appreciate animals. I appreciate everything that's made in this world. I appreciate that. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. So everything I'm saying is what I'm aware of. I'm aware of the silence right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate myself, and I appreciate this moment, and I appreciate this second. By accepting. Okay, so this is why I do the Gaya Mudra, because it gets me into the state of acceptance, the state of love, the state of appreciation, the state of confidence, the state of um, letting go of my feelings, the state of positivity, and the state of happiness and joy. When I accept, I straight away am in this moment and I'm happy when I'm in this moment. When I'm accepting, I'm actually a happy person. All right, because I'm accepting. I'm in the love state, I'm in the appreciation state. So I practice this throughout my day of acceptance. When I'm talking to someone face to face, I'm accepting them in that moment. I'm doing the Gaya Mudra at the bottom and I'm talking to them. I might be with one hand, I might be accepting them with one hand or something. I'm just fixed on this moment, on this second, and I appreciate this second. And when I'm appreciating this second, I'm actually much more happier in life. When I'm appreciating, when I'm in a state of acceptance. All right. So another trick is to go in your body. So in your stomach, you go in your stomach, and you're doing the Gaya Mudra, and you're in your stomach at the same time. So you're in the state of acceptance. You're doing the acceptance with the Gaya Mudra, and you're in your body, and you're accepting your body and your fingers while it's touched. You're doing the Gaya Mudra, and you're in your body, and you're accepting that you are doing both at the same time. So now I'm doing both, and now I've increased my awareness because I am in my body and I am doing the acceptance as well. So now I'm much more present because I'm doing two things at once. So I've increased my level of awareness just by doing the Gaya Mudra with acceptance and by being in my body. And I'm accepting my feelings, I'm accepting what I'm saying, I'm accepting the silence, I accept what I'm hearing in the moment. I'm accepting that and I'm in my body. I'm accepting my surroundings. I'm aware. I'm much more confident and I'm much more aware because I'm doing two things at once. Right? And I've increased my level of awareness because I'm doing two things at once now. So now I'm much more in touch with my feelings because I'm in my body and I'm accepting that I'm in my body. I'm accepting this moment. I'm accepting the silence. So I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I'm calm. I'm in my body. I'm calm because I'm in my body. I'm accepting that I'm calm, right? I'm accepting that I'm content and confident. I accept that. So I'm training my mind to say, this is good. I accept that, right? And I'm much more present. I'm much more loving of myself because I'm accepting myself and I'm in my body. When I'm in my body, I love myself. So now I'm doing two things at once and I've increased my level of awareness and I'm much more present in the moment. I feel the wind while it's blowing. I feel the sun, how warm it is. I listen to the birds. I accept the birds. I accept this moment. I accept myself for speaking, for being in front of the camera. And I accept you and I appreciate you for watching. Alright, so this is 2 techniques that you can do throughout your life. You can accept and be in your body. You can do exactly like I'm doing right now. Accepting, and so you could be sitting down like this and you could just be in your body, and you could be doing the acceptance, the Gaya Mudra, and you can be in your body and just, but not just for this moment, for every single second. Every single second, you're always doing it. Alright, you're accepting. Sometimes you might have to let go of the Gaya Mudra, but you can still be in your body. You can still be in your body and be aware. Also, there is another one, which is to connect your tongue to the to the roof of your mouth. All right. And what happens when you do this? You automatically, when you put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, you are automatically connected to your body. Automatically. So anytime you feel that you are losing track of this moment, so you might automatically maybe get angry, maybe you might get negative. Put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and you'll feel that you are connected to your body. And you can do this anytime you want. And once you do it, you're automatically going to be into this present moment when you put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth. You're much more balanced. You're much more focused. You're much more aware. You're much more aware. You're much more feeling good. You're much more feeling calm and relaxed. And you're much more appreciating this moment. You're breathing because your mouth's closed. You're appreciating breathing. You're listening. You're much more aware, right? And also, you're much more concentrated in this moment, and you're with your body. You're with your feelings. So not necessarily, you don't have to always be in your body. You can just put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and you'll automatically sink into the body. All right. But also, just in case, be in your body anyway. Whether your mouth, whether your tongue is not touching the rooftop or not, be in your body all the time. But this will help you when you put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth. This will help you to sink into your body if you need some help with going into your body. Okay. And when you put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, you're automatically sunk into this moment because you're in your body. All right. So when I do it now, I'll do it now. Automatically, when I put my tongue on the rooftop of my mouth, so to the top, I'm straight away in this moment. I'm straight away in my body. Much more focused, much more concentrated. And with that, while I'm putting my tongue to the rooftop of my mouth and while it's connected up there, I'm in my body and I'm accepting as well. I'm also accepting, and I'm much more focused, and I'm accepting that I'm focused, and I'm accepting the way I feel. I'm accepting 3 things at once. So I'm accepting that my tongue is on the rooftop of my mouth, I'm accepting that I'm in my body, and I'm accepting that I'm doing the Gaya Mudra. So I'm doing 3 things at once. And I'm also, while my tongue is touching the rooftop of my mouth, I'm also focusing on my breathing, and I'm accepting what is happening in the present moment. So I'm much more increased my level of awareness. So I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, I'm accepting and appreciating. I'm in my body, I'm touching the rooftop of my mouth to be more concentrated and more focused. And with that, I am focusing on my breathing, and I'm much more aware of the silence, the what's going on around me. Much more present and much more in the state of joy and happiness. and I have no thoughts at all when I do all these four things at once. When I am doing the Gaya Mudra, when I'm in my body, and when I'm touching my tongue to the rooftop of my mouth, and while I'm focusing on my breathing, I'm at peace. When I do all these four things at once, I'm also much more vibrant and much more happy. All right, so this is how you become more aware in every single second. So maybe you're driving somewhere, and then because your hands are on the steering wheel, what you can do is you can hold the steering wheel and you can put your mouth, your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and you can be in your body and in your and while your tongue is touching the rooftop of your mouth, and you can be present like that. Or maybe you can hold one acceptance with the Gaya Mudra while you're touching your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and while you're in your body, you can just appreciate it and drive, um, and you can breathe while you drive, and you can be much more aware of everything. Or if you're talking to someone, you can be fixed on acceptance at the bottom. You can be in your body. You don't necessarily have to put your tongue to the rooftop of your mouth while you're talking to someone. You can still accept. You can still practice acceptance while you're talking to someone, and you can be in your body while you're talking to someone. Or if you're on the phone, you can pull one hand as acceptance and be in your body as well. Or when you're alone, you can put your while you're reading, you can put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth to be more focused, so you can uh, learn faster and more concentrated. Also, you can be in your body and you can practice the art of acceptance. If you want to do that, you can do all four at once while you're reading. You can go out in nature, you can relax, or while you're alone, you can practice all four at once. While you're sleeping, let your mind drift. Accept your mind drifting. Yeah, accepting being your body, breathing, closing your eyes. Relaxing, accepting that you're relaxing. So this is how you be in the present moment. You do all these four things at once. But you can also practice one thing at a time if that's what you're comfortable with. Or if you want to practice all four, you can do that as well. So while throughout my day, I am fixed on this moment. I am accepting. I'm either putting my tongue on the rooftop of my mouth and I'm connected to my body while I'm writing something. So I'm focused and I'm fixed on this moment and I'm focusing on my breathing while I'm typing. And then I could be listening to some music and I could be accepting that music and also putting my tongue to the rooftop of my mouth and being in my body, or I can let go of my tongue and just be in my body and just accept the music while I'm doing the acceptance, the Gaya Mudra, and also being in my body. So I could do those two things at once while I'm listening to music. So I could mix it up. I could be in my body, on the Gaya Mudra. Yeah, I can mix all these four things at once. Yeah, I could be doing two things at once. I could be doing three things at once. I could be doing four things at once. And this all gets me in the state of happiness. So if I'm just focused on my acceptance, I'm still happy. I'm still in this present moment. But if I want to increase my level of awareness and appreciate this moment even more, then I would be in my body doing the acceptance, doing the tongue um, to the rooftop of my mouth, and focusing on my breathing, and focusing and listening also to your surroundings. These five things. Listening is also. So what you listen to, what you're aware of, listening plays a big part in awareness. When you're aware of the silence, of the birds, of someone speaking, when you're in your body, while someone is speaking, when you're within yourself, while you're accepting, you're much more likely to listen to what the person has to say. and you're much more present. So while you're doing this, you can handle fear. Like if you're in fear, you accept that you're in that state of fear. You accept that. You accept those feelings. Be in your body. Be in your body, because when you're in your body, you're just gonna feel more yourself. You're gonna be more positive because you're accepting and you're in your body. So while you have fear, you could also put your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, accept as well, and be in your body and focus on your breathing while you are in a state of panic or fear. And you feel much more powerful. You feel much more powerful of this, um, of your own. You feel you feel your vibrancy, your presence when you are in a state of awareness, when you fully concentrated on this moment in your body, accepting and breathing and listening to your surroundings. You're much more aware, heaps more aware, and there's no room for negative thinking in this moment when you're doing all five at once. When you're accepting with the Gaya Mudra, when you're in your body, when you're touching your tongue to the rooftop of your mouth, when you're breathing, and while you're listening. When you do all these five things, I promise you that you are not going to be negative. And you also won't be negative while you're doing acceptance. Just acceptance. If you're just doing acceptance, even if you're doing acceptance, it will get you in a state of happiness and joy. Just if you're doing this. And also, be in your body at all times. Every single second, be in your body, because when you're in your body, you got no room to be afraid and you got no room to be negative. So what you can just do the acceptance and the Gaya Mudra, and being in your body, and you also have no room for being negative in these moments, because you're calm, you're in your body, makes you calm, makes you confident, makes you grounded, you're accepting, which also boosts your vibrancy into being happy. And whether you're negative or positive, you accept both emotions. If you're accepting negativity, you're just going to become more positive in life. You're going to become happy because you've accepted your feelings. You've accepted the negative state you were in. When you accept it, you actually learn from that negative thought and you're moving on to positivity. As soon as you do acceptance in a negative moment or in a positive moment, you're much more happy and in the moment. And you actually increase your awareness when you're listening, when you're doing all five senses, when you're accepting, being in your body, your tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and you're listening and you're breathing. And you appreciate this moment much more. You savor this moment and you're accepting this moment. You're appreciating this moment. If you're accepting, you're appreciating this moment. Okay? So, and this boosts your level quality of life when you're aware. When you're extremely aware, you know, you become heaps more present, heaps more present when you're doing all these five things. Okay? So, this is how you sink into the present moment. When you do the tongue on the rooftop of your mouth, and you're automatically connected to your body. And this will help you concentrate and help you breathe, and it will help you to be much more aware when you're doing these two things at once. Okay, so whenever you wanna, whenever you feel yourself that you just lost the present moment, put your tongue again to the rooftop of your mouth, and you'll be automatically synced into your body. And then you can practice the acceptance, the art of acceptance, if you want to. If you want to do it, you can also do that as well to just make sure that you're happy. Okay, but it will make you happy anyway, even if you're in your body. Just in your body will make you happy. Okay, and listening to your surroundings, breathing, relaxed, being at peace. When you listen to silence, listening to silence will get you very, very aware. You enjoy life more when you're listening to silence. When you're listening to silence, you've got inner stillness because you're listening to silence. And accept the silence. Accept it because it's very healthy. Even if someone says a word, or someone's speaking, everyone's ultimately thinking silence. Words are another word for silence. So if I'm speaking, I'm actually being silent anyway. Right? You can realize when people are speaking, or when there's a huge crowd screaming, you can still recognize the silence in the room. This is awareness, being aware of silence. Okay, this is for another video, but I just wanted to teach you these 5 things: listening, Kaya Mudra, and accepting, which is appreciating, um, being in your body, rooftop to the top of your mouth, um, tongue to the top of your mouth, and breathing. These 5 things will help you be happy in life. But just make sure to be in your body at all times. When you're in your body every single second, when you're accepting this moment, you're just much more happy. You're much more happy. Even if a negative situation happens, you're accepting that. Do the Gai Mudra straight away. Straight away, do it. Accept that. Accept it. Accept what just happened. Yeah. Accept yourself for not reacting. That's really good when you don't react to a negative person. When you don't react, but you just accept them. You accept them. You're not talking back. You just let them be. Let them be. You see they're negative. They're be angry right now. Be in your body. Put your mouth. Put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Be stay. Connect with your body. Accept. Start breathing. Relax. Nothing wrong. It's just someone that was negative, or maybe someone caused violence. Maybe someone you saw a fight. Accept that you're seeing that fight. Accept that someone's treating you in a negative manner. Accept that your girlfriend, boyfriend, mom, dad is not replying, or if you have an argument with someone, accept that. Accept that person fully for the way they are. Whether negative or positive, accept them for the worst about them, and for the best about them. Accept them either way. Okay. And be present. When you're present, you're much more clarity, much more at peace. When you're in this moment, you're much more in a state of joy. When you're doing all these 5 things at once, you could be doing 2 things, 3 things at once. You're still in a state of happiness and joy. Okay? That's what you have to do. You do all 5 things at once. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and see you later.